Good morning, everyone. Today we will be learning to make 2:1 marks. And we know that in 2:1 marks, there are two data inputs and there is one select line. Based on the select line, we get the output. So when select line is 0, we get D0 at the output. And when the select line is 1, we get D1 at the output. So for that, we will be implementing it with the help of two AND gates, and we'll be implementing it with the help of two AND gates and an OR gate and an inverter. So the first gate will have an ANDing of D0 and a invert of select line, and the second will have an ANDing of select line and D1, and based on the select line, the output will be generated and OR will get. This is what we have to implement. And for implementing this, we'll be using the gates that we have already made. So I'll just go to our components, go to our download folder, and my AND right one is an AND gate. So I'll just take two AND gates, and then I need one. This is our NOR gate. So I'm just taking a NOR. Therefore, I'll need one inverter at the input side. For the select line and also for generating the final output. I'll just remove this diagram that we have so that we have a better clarity. Now in this, the inputs that we require are three inputs, that is D0, D1, select line along with the VDD. So we will be requiring 4 D0, D1, select line and VDD. Then we need a ground. We'll be using our labels so that our connections don't become complicated. So I'll be using ground. I'll just name this as ground and connect the same ground to all our ground terminals so that we don't have to bother. Similarly, I'll be making a label for VDD. This is my VDD, and I'll be using this VDD . Then I want two inputs, that is D0 . So this is my D0. This is my D0. And I want D1. Now all our inputs are there. We can just make our move little all our components so that we have a better clarity. Now we have all our terminals. Now we'll make the connections. So first we'll connect all the grounds and VDD Make all the connections correctly. D0 is our V1, D1 is our V2, VDD is V4, and the ground. The ground of all will be connected to this. We need one more input label, that is the select. And we'll make the connections for the same. So the one input to our first AND is the inverted select, and to the other is the select directly. So now we have D0 and D1 also connected. Select connected to input. Now we can see our all connections are done. Now the input A and B are remaining, which are nothing but the output of our first and the second AND. So now this is a NOR output, so I need to invert it. We also need a label for the output. This is of the type output. So now all our connections are made. Then the next task is giving the inputs, labels, and reduce the complexity in the circuit. Now we will just try to run and see whether the circuit gives us the output. Let's keep it as 100 nano. We now just check our outputs and then input. And now we will try to verify whether we are getting the outputs as suggested. What we will do is just put everything in a separate pane, plot pane. So add plot pane, just right click here and add. So now it's very clear, we can clearly see. So what do we see is when the select is high. So what do we expect is when it is 1, our D1 should be displayed. 1 is 0, so the output is 0. In this area, the select line is high. So D1 is high from this point, so it is visible. At this point, select line is high as well and getting reduced to 0. And at this point, as soon as it reduces, D0 is 1, so it continues with the 1 till this point. When D0 goes low, it goes low. So we can clearly see that we are able to get D1 and D0 as per the select line that we have set. Thank you.